is Yin Yoga we're doing today. Very low key is to let the body decompress, relax, and open and breathe and recover our energies, okay? So you're gonna feel like you're not doing much, but that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what we have to do, not to do much. So we're gonna hold poses long, 5-6 minutes. So the first pose, it's very easy. Get your bolster behind you. I'm gonna sit in front of it and then lay down on the bolster like that. So we're gonna open our chest here and get the legs long to begin with. And allow your arms to open to the side. So this is a supported fish pose. So turn it around vertical, Casey. Put it right behind your spine, right against you here. And then you start to lay down on the bolster. So your chest is lifted, belly is open, arms fall to the side to allow this chest, heart, and lungs to decompress, to release, to breathe a little bit deeper into our lungs. And I'll come around and check you. Yeah. So legs can be open to the side as far as you're comfortable. You want to feel like everything letting go in your body. It's a very deeply open and relaxing pose. So let your feet sway to the side, just allowing the body to release any tension. Okay. And you feel like you need the block underneath the head, your neck. Okay, how about you, Casey? Let me see if I put it the other way, this direction. Try that. Okay, more like a pillow now. Okay. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah. Great. Yeah, it's a little, yeah, put it down like that. So now your focus would be to the belly. You want to breathe as deep as you can. So you allow the breath to travel through your full front body. To energize, to activate all these organs, all these systems in front of our body. If the breath doesn't go there just yet, don't force it. As you exhale more fully, you're going to be able to inhale more fully as well. So maybe you need to release a little bit more from the navel. Squeeze the navel to the spine to feel that you're letting the old breath out, and then you create more space for the new inhalation. So find your position where you can be still for a while. So in yoga, it's also building patience in our system and also understanding. We get to understand how fidgety we are sometimes, and it's hard for us to slow down. And we get to understand that we do need to find space for relaxation, for being still, for connected inside, to calm down the nervous system, the vagus nerve, the adrenal glands. So there's 3 major principles in Yin Yoga. We're finding a position where we can be comfortable enough to hold for a long time. Then we connect to the breath, and we allow the pose to be still for a length of time. So we allow the time to take effect, helping us release those areas that are tense or tight, constricted. Now for the next few minutes of the pose, we're going to bring the feet together and allow the knees to fall open to the side. So we create a diamond shape with our legs to open the groin and the thigh. Continue to breathe here. Notice where you find the tension and bring the intention of the mind and the breath's energy to change that around. And notice the belly, the chest, the diaphragm rising and falling, releasing a little bit more with each breath. You can work on lengthening the inhalation and having a little pause at the top of the inhale. And then exhale longer than the inhale. The longer the exhalation, the more tension we release out of the body. So use this knowledge to relax yourself when you feel tense or tight or anxious. Exhaling slowly, slowly. Releasing the breath maybe for 6 counts. You inhale for 4, pause for 4, and exhale for 6 counts. So you can benefit more from this time on your mat. The pranayama or the breathing exercises are a crucial part of yoga because without the breath, we will not even be alive and we will not be able to do the yoga. So the breath comes first, then the pose. All right, now slowly and gently, we're gonna transition to the side to lift off. So bring the knees together, lift off onto that right side maybe. I'm gonna transition to sitting position for the next one. So we will address the neck, the shoulders, and the hips today. So now is the neck part. We're gonna sit in easy pose, cross-legged, and start to bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Allowing the gravity to help you here. So keep the spine tall and aligned, and you just drop into the side, not forward or back, just sideways. And left hand can come to the floor, pressing into the fingertips. And right hand can go to the left knee, creating a crossover action in your body. And if you feel you need a little bit more stretch or a lift, bring the right hand under the ear, right under the bone of the head, under the skull, and just put a little weight there. Or you can pull your ear up. That's going to stretch and lengthen the scalenes and activate the vagus nerve. But don't make it too harsh, just a little bit if you need it. Some of us may not even want to do that. Just let the gravity help you. The vagus nerve, it's a very important nerve in the body. It's the longest. It's also called the wandering nerve. Just travel from the brain through the neck, through the front of the chest and neck, into the heart and lungs, and then all the way down to the internal organs in the abdominal cavity. So it can affect everything, every major system in the body, and especially our mood. When the vagus nerve is balanced, we have happiness and joy. When it's very low in energy, we get depressed, intense, and tired. So it's very important to keep this vagus nerve alive. And there's a device these days made to stimulate the vagus nerve to help people with severe depression. So it really increases the serotonin level in the brain for the daytime to be active and alert, and the melatonin in the nighttime. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit to this. So bring that right hand over to the left shoulder and pull a little bit, create some action here. And this time I'm going to drop the chin slightly to the right. So look down to your right knee, just lengthening sideways and down. We hold a lot of tension in the neck and shoulders, the heaviness of the head itself, then the pull of gravity just drops everything down and it gets heavy and tense. So we get a chance to decompress here. The cervical vertebrae get to release and have some open space. A little cushioning between the bony vertebrae. And notice where the breath is blocking you, maybe you went too far. So don't struggle, just come back a bit. Relax into the breath. Let it become natural and easy. Flowing in and out. Nourishing your system, the base of the neck, base of the skull. Okay, now gently create a little movement like a pendulum from the back to the front, just moving the chin slightly back and slightly forward. Just about 6 times. Nice. Inhale, release that hand. And gently bring the head back. Maybe you help it back with the other hand. Come back to neutral. Find your space in the center for a moment. And take notice, how does your neck feel? Compare the two sides, just for information, not to judge it, because one side feels more open. So we're going to open the other side now. So left ear towards the left shoulder. Opening the right side of the neck. Stretch your right hand down to the floor and lengthen the spine. And if you're holding your breath, you went too far, so back off a little bit. This is about finding a comfortable position where you can hold. It's not making it happen. It's not stretching to the maximum. It's just easy and pleasant. It's the opposite of what we do all day. We push, we struggle, we make it happen. This is like, no, the opposite. Relax, let go, be rather than do. The vagus nerve also tells the parasympathetic nervous system to calm down, to rest and digest, to relax. And puts to sleep the sympathetic nervous system, that is the fight, flight, and freeze response. And now bring the left hand over and grab your tricep right there and pull a little bit, keeping that arm long. And start to bring the chin slightly to the left. Just feeling that stretch in the back of the neck, back of the shoulder. Nice. Put a cross knot on top. Just across your arm would be best. If you do it here, that's still another good stretch. Actually, that could be good some other time. So bring that chin down and look at your left knee. And notice different kind of muscles pulling here in your back. Okay, and start to move that head a little bit back and forward as far as it's able to without forcing. Just let the cervical vertebrae slide against each other a little bit. And bring it back to center. All right, next pose. We're gonna need our block handy for this one. So left leg is out long. Sit up on your sit bones. And we'll bring the right leg over. And trying to get the knees close to each other, but don't force them. If they only go this way, that's okay. But if they cross all the way, that's also fine. And then we're gonna lean down forward a little bit until we feel that stretch in the back of the leg, hamstring, sciatic nerve. And then we're gonna bring the block on top of the bottom leg to rest our head on, or maybe you need it on the top knee and rest your head on. So you're gonna have a little support forward. So it's a gentle release. Good. So use your block so you have something to support you. If it's closer to the head, if you put it on the top knee, just do that. Whatever feels more natural to you. So here we're also opening the adrenals and the kidneys. So breathe into your low back, but mostly the left side hamstring and sciatic nerve. We're allowing those passages to not crimp that sciatic nerve, those little vertebrae on our low back. And it travels down to our tush down the back of the leg, all the way to the heel. Yeah, like that. This way. Yeah. No, laying down on the floor. Yeah, that's a different one we're gonna do when the foot is on. Yeah, so you're stretching the ankle and the outside of the lower leg and the IT band as well on the right side. So a lot of stuff is happening. You're gonna like it. So find stillness, find the breath, and allow this energy to circulate to nourish these areas that are more tight and tense, constricted, and not lubricated, and maybe with poor circulation. So we're livening up the back body. So take your time here. Breathe into the points of tension. Stay focused on how your body changes. Noticing the subtle changes. Maybe as you hold, you're going to feel like you go a little deeper because of gravity and because you're relaxing. You're going to allow it to happen. So give your kidneys a thank you note, your hamstring and your sciatic nerve. Sciatic nerve in yoga is called the life nerve, because without this life nerve, we will not be able to walk and be alive and enjoy. So over time, the top knee is going to be closer to the bottom knee. So they can almost be stacked if you happen to be a flexible person. But if they're not, you still get the same benefit. So don't try to make it happen. This is about allowing, receiving, surrendering to the pose. It's also a great emotional release. We hold emotions that we cannot express and they get stored in the body. So it's a great release of tension, of stress, of emotions. All right, inhale and release that side. Lift up and we'll switch sides. Right leg extends, left leg crosses over. See the edge of the foot is on the ground. Maybe the knee comes a little bit closer to the right knee. Doesn't matter where you find the knee, and then start to lean forward and see if you need a block on the top leg or bottom leg. And be kind to your body. Send it some nice thank you notes and some deep breaths. Hamstring on the right side, sciatic nerve. If you ever have sciatica, you know you don't want that nerve to be unhappy. So the pathway for the sciatic nerve, it's in the piriformis pathway. It's a tiny muscle through which the sciatic nerve has to travel through. So we're opening the piriformis as well as we do this. The piriformis is on the opposite, on the top side. The hamstring is on the bottom leg. So we're doing both at the same time. See which area catches your attention first on this side. Maybe this one's different than the other side. Take another deep breath and hold it into your lungs. Feel your low back opening all the way in that lumbar area. And exhale. Start to release the pose. All right. Bring your knees in to center and rock a little bit side to side. Relax your hips. Good. And we all transition to the next pose. We're gonna need our block at the head ends. So we're gonna have our arms crossed like this. So right arm's gonna go under first, and then left arm on top. But we'll be laying down on the floor to do that. But I wanted to show you the arm posture first. So lengthen the legs back, bring that right arm under, and then the left arm on top. So you're gonna lay on those bow tie arms, and then the head's gonna rest on the block. This is gonna stretch nicely all our upper back and shoulders. So your head is right in the center. You're not gonna lean to one side or the other. You're gonna be centered. And the block is gonna be really close to you. And let the arms go down to the side. Your back of the hands are gonna touch the floor. And I'll come and check you guys. Yeah, it's gonna feel a little awkward at first because you've probably never done this one before. And wherever you are, you're still gonna get the benefit. Make sure your head is supported. And with time, your arms are gonna stretch further out. They're gonna open more. They're gonna be like an X underneath you or like a bow tie. And you don't have to hold your shoulders in your hands. You wanna have the arms open and relaxed. Nice, good. We're gonna release a lot of tension in the upper back and shoulders. Okay, see, let your arms go like that, sweetie. Just like that, yeah, and now rest your head. There you go. Nice. And here you also notice how the belly breathes and massages against the floor. So connect with the energy of the earth in this pose. Imagine you can draw energy from your navel point, from the earth into your body. Connect with the groundedness of Mother Earth, receiving the support and the nourishment it provides. All right. Let's undo that pose. Lift the head up, press into your hands, lift off a bit. So this time, left arm goes first. Bring that one underneath you and right arm on top. And rest your head back again. Okay. This side may feel a little funkier than the other, or maybe it's easier. Doesn't matter, just do what's best for this position right now. And you will release with time. And take those deep intentional breaths into the areas that need more support now, right now. The ones that are closed off and angry or tight, whatever you find that grabs your attention first, that's where you need to be. This is a great release of the emotion of grief that we hold between the shoulder blades. So if you feel sighing or sobbing coming through, that is normal. It's a release of negative emotion. So let it be on its way out. You're like squeezing it out. You're opening up the back body and you're squeezing the front. So anything that doesn't belong there is going to be released. Couple more breaths here. All right, let's undo that. Come on up. Paint your hands first and stretch back to a little child's pose with the arms out in front to lengthen the arms and release that tension. Take 3 deep breaths through the nose. Hold at the top. Good, and then exhale fully through the mouth on the last breath. Let it all go. And then walk the hands in. We're gonna transition on our backs now. So we're gonna create a figure 4. So we're gonna bring the left leg up. And right foot is gonna cross over. So we're gonna hold it behind the knee a little bit, either on the outside of the leg or drive the right hand through the opening of figure 4 and grab behind your knee here. Let's point and flex this top foot, create some action to open up the Achilles tendon. And then circle to release and open the ankle. Outside direction a few times and then inside. Good. And you decide how much you want to pull this leg in and take some time here. We're going to do this pose in 3 different stages. The next stage, we're going to bend the knee and grab in front of the shin. So you're still squeezing towards you, just a little different. At this point, your foot may travel further down towards the hip. Maybe your heel comes close to the groin, maybe not. It doesn't matter. And squeeze here. All right, the last part of the pose, we're gonna extend our left leg out with the knee bent a little bit. And we're gonna drop the right foot on the outside of that knee. So right foot comes to the floor. So we're gonna feel that the hip is gonna come along with the knee. So you're gonna have a little bit of a pull to the left, but don't go down much. It's gonna be a gentle twist. Left hand extends out to the side and right hand out in the back and head turns to the right. Yeah. Nice. See how that feels across your chest. We're opening up the chest here, creating a nice diagonal stretch and a twist in the back. IT band gets a deeper stretch, the piriformis as well. So a lot of stuff is happening in this pose. Looking good. Julie, can I adjust you a little bit? Push that bolster away to extend the arm. Few more breaths here. Then we'll do the same on the other side. Steve doing good here. Case is doing great. Yes, very good. Nice. All right, let's take 2 more breaths right there. Deeper inhale, have that pause for about the same length as the inhale. Then a long exhale through the mouth at 6 counts. Releasing a little bit more stress. If we have any left, let it all go on the mat today. And then come on back to neutral with the next inhale. And bring the knees right above the waist. And let's take a circle around the waist. Arm stays to the side and circle the knees around the waist. Kind of bring everything back to neutral. All right. As you, excuse me, as you inhale now, bring the right leg up. And bring the left foot across the way like a figure 4. And grab behind the top knee. And start to point and flex. Circle the ankle. Enjoy opening up the ankle joint and the Achilles tendon. Reverse. And then find your stillness, find your breath, and allow the gravity to help this energy to drop down from the heel to the hip into the ground. Just inversing the energy flow, fighting the gravity's pull, reversing. We're helping our veins, our arteries now, our circulation. peripheral circulation gets to be more poor as we age and things slow down in the body. So we need to do a little bit more work to activate and stay balanced. Deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the pursed lips, like you want to try and blow a candle really slowly. This will help your liver release in this area of the body. The liver holds the emotion of anger, and we do get angry, and that is a valid emotion. We just sometimes can't express it because we don't want to hurt other people, but there's certain ways to do it. We can breathe out a certain way, we can punch the pillow, we can do some side stretches to remove that liver energy that is stagnant. So now we can practice the breath. Inhale through the nose. And purse your lips and exhale through the mouth like you want to blow a candle. Inhale deeply, hold a little bit in power. And exhale. Okay, now drop the foot to the floor. And bring the hands to grab in front of the shin now and squeeze it back against the body. Take a few more breaths here. So now what happens, that your left heel is gonna press into your tummy in these internal organs, massaging them for you. The ascending colon and the transverse will get a massage now. You can slow down the breaths and use the exhale through the mouth. If you continue to do that, that's fine. And now we'll extend the top leg, the bottom leg, extending out to the floor, and drop the left foot to the right side. Keep the knee up to the sky and turn the head to the left. Arms are out, extended in a T position. And breathe here through this left side, from the little finger, up the arm into the armpit, down to the hip joint, all the way through the side of the leg to that IT band into the knee. So travel that pathway with your breath. And if you feel that you need to give your body some extra love, you can bring your right hand and travel through this meridian. Maybe you touch at the elbow and then inside the arm for the heart meridian, down to the side of the body, to the hip, all the way to the knee. So you can travel this pathway 3 times. Smoothing the energy like we do in Qigong. Giving your body some smooth energy. Maybe your deepest stretch is in the left hip and the back of the hip. Maybe it's in your armpit and shoulder joint and lats. Just breathe and relax. Last breath here. We'll come on back to center. Bring the knees to the chest, squeeze them in a little bit and rock on your hips. Bring the chin towards the knees. And then drop the head down, lengthening the whole spine, keeping the chin tucked in. Good. And then release the legs, find Shavasana. Here you can use the props, your block under your knees or your bolster if you'd like. That way you'll keep your lower back neutral. And you can also put your blanket on top of you. You want to stay warm and comfortable here. The other option is to have your feet elevated. If you stand on your feet a lot, you may want to have the feet elevated and put the feet on the block. Come back to stillness after you find your comfortable Shavasana. Take your time here, allowing the body to receive all the benefits of all the postures. Slowly and gently start to open your eyes. Start to move your hands and feet, stretch them. Come back to your side and give your body a hug. Tell your body thank you for everything it's doing for you. Come on up when you are ready. Let's sit up tall, taller than when we first came in, right? Bring a smile, open your arms, and bring your hands together in the center of the heart. Namaste. All right, thanks for sharing this class with me. You guys had great energy today. And it's best when it's shared, all that good energy. Andy, how are you doing there? You couldn't make it in today.
No,
Yeah, it's okay. You do your practice at home. Look at that.
that's
Good
right.
to see you.
Yeah, I'm having a bathroom project done, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
You mentioned that.
to hang out.
You gotta have a
So,
bathroom. Yeah, you need that.
that's right.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll see you Sunday.
Okay, great. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.